So yung blue notice na ito, so we looked it up. Ang blue notice, humingi itong ICC prosecutor sa Interpol. Yan po yung International Criminal Police Organization na mag-issue na ng tinatawag na blue notice dito sa 5 tao na binanggit po natin kanina, kina Bato del Rosa, Oscar Albayalde et al. No? To collect additional information about a person's yung identity niya, yung pagkakakilanlan niya, location, yung activities niya in relation to a criminal investigation. Yon, kanina, inumpisahan na ni Patpi yung tanong, ano yung import? Ano yung kahalagahan? Ano ang ibig sabihin na parang ano ba yon? Yung mabigat ba yon para mag-request ng tinatawag na blue notice ang ICC prosecutor sa Interpol?
Unang-una, wala kaming personal knowledge na meron ng ganyang in-issue, no? Ang ICC na blue notice, wala kaming information regarding that. Wala naman kaming natatanggap na any official communication either regarding that. So, kamukha yun, nakita lang namin yan sa balita. Pero ang ibig sabihin nun, assuming na totoo yun, ay parang naka-alert ang Interpol, no?
Nakatimbre.
Nakatimbre, pero hindi to arrest. Kumbaga parang manmanan lang. Kumbaga sa atin, may whole departure order tayo na ini-issue ng mga courts. Na talagang pipigilan yung tao na makalabas ng bansa. Pero meron din tayong tinatawag na ILBO, no? Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order, na hindi ka naman pipigilang mag-travel, pero imo-monitor ang location mo, kung saan ka pumupunta. So parang more or less ganun yung...
But correct me if I'm wrong, Sojen, yung nabasa ko, pag may blue notice, pag umalis ka ng bansa, for example, kayo po, nasa blue notice, kunyari ako si Senator Bato, pumunta ako ng Amerika, pwede akong hulihin doon sa Amerika at doon po ako i-interrogate. Yun po ang nabasa ko po. So parang those are one of the parang measures that the ICC they enforce so that you are compelled to face them, to talk to them.
Palagay ko hindi ganun katindi ang effect niyang blue notice, no? It's really more to find out the location of a certain person. But to detain him, I think unwarranted yun, no? Voluntary lang on the part of the person whether papayag siya or not to be interviewed. At kung siya ipipilitin...
By invitation yon.
Yes, oo, hindi compulsory yun. Kasi he's only under investigation. Di naman siya suspect. I mean, hindi naman siya accused na kailangan ng arestuhin. So, in my opinion, voluntary yun kung papayag yung tao na gustong ma-investigate. No? At kung siya pipilitin at i-detain, then pwede siyang pumunta sa domestic courts, no? Kung saan man yun, para hilingin na pigilan itong pagpilit sa kanya.
Kasi sinasabi ni Trillanes, I'll just quote him, sabi niya, their term is interview, but actually, that's essentially a tactical interrogation. They will not be able to leave until after that interview, sabi ni Trillanes. So parang that the blue notice is one of the tools that ICC OTP uses to increase or scale up the pressure for them to cooperate.
Well, that is possibly true, pero we're talking about a scenario na yung subject of the interview or investigation is outside the country. Pero kung nahandito yung person na subject matter of the investigation, kakailanganin ng intervention ng ating law enforcement agents. Yung sarili nating PNP, yung sarili nating NBI. Pero kung ang policy ng Philippine government ay not to extend any legal assistance, ay hindi mangyayari yun.
Basta nandito sila.
Kasi yun ang policy natin dahil merong long-standing position tayo na nag-lose na ng jurisdiction ang ICC sa atin. Kaya wala tayong legal duty to cooperate further.
Si former Presidential Legal Counsel Sal Panelo came out with a statement na in reaction to this, itong latest na naman turn of events na sinasabi nga natin ninyo sa inyong tanggapan na we will not facilitate. The government will not facilitate itong na mangyari itong interview sa 5 tao na to. Pero hindi natin haharangin. We will not stop them from doing that. Effectively daw, you are conceding jurisdiction to the ICC. you are contradicting, not only contradicting yung sinabi ni PBBM na walang jurisdiction ng INC, but you are subverting itong stand ng ating Pangulo. Ng iyong principal, ika ni Attorney Sal.
Certainly not. Kasi maliwanag naman ang sinasabi natin na hindi na natin nire-recognize yung jurisdiction. Ngayon, ano ba yung sinabi natin na hindi natin mapipigilan kung gustong kausapin ng ICC prosecutor yung mga under suspicion, no? Voluntary yan kung gustong magsalita noong person na gustong
Like I
interviewin.
think Oscar Albayalde said, di ba? Di ba?
Willing.
Exactly. Kung willing naman siya na magsalita.
Ready siyang harapin ng ICC.
Siya yung under suspicion Siya yung tinatanong. Ngayon, kung gusto niyang magsalita, it's up to him. Kasi nasa level na tayo ng individuals pagdating diyan. Ang OSG, sa level ng state, sa level ng government. Wala sa amin, hindi mahalaga sa amin kung sino yung mga personalities involved. Kaya kung gustong interviewin ng ICC, sasabihin ba natin sa ICC, no, hindi nyo pwedeng gawin yan. Mandato nila yun Kung halimbawa, nag-i-email, tinatawagan sa telepono, directly yung gusto nilang interviewin, pwede bang sabihin ng Philippine government, you cut yung lahat ng telephone lines, etc., tanggalin yung signal, and so forth and so on. Can we do that? We cannot.
Okay.
We cannot do that.
Kasi kahit anong platform online,
Yes, online.
telepono, email, person to person.
So Soljan, please clarify kasi during the time of PRRD, they were uninvited. They were not welcome. They cannot even step here. But what is now the policy of DOJ or Soljan? Would you know na kunyari ako po ang isa sa ICC prosecutor. I decide to make a visit to the Philippines and just try my luck to interview one of the 5 or all 5. Will I be allowed to enter? That's also a question kasi PRRD was very firm. He said, you are not welcome here. But have we lifted that ban, the travel ban?
But baka hindi ako ang proper person to answer that, no? Kasi may discretion ang Bureau of Immigration, no? Na kahit na sinasabi natin na kung yan ang mandato nyo, hindi naman namin kayo mapipigilan, wag lang kayong aasa na tutulong pa kami dyan, no? Kung yun ang ating position. Ang Bureau of Immigration na siyang nagde-decide whether, magpapapasok ba tayo ng isang foreigner or not. And the BI is under the Department of Justice, no? Not
correct.
under the OSG. So, nasa kanilang discretion. Pwede nilang i-determine kung itong taong papasok na ito ay isang undesirable alien, no? Kung ang kanilang assessment, magi-interview lang naman yan. Kung hanggat walang ginagawang mali or masama o labag sa batas, di hayaan natin. At hintayin na lang natin kung meron siyang gagawing any violation, saka natin paalisin. Pwede rin namang sabihin nila ng BI na may purpose yan. Ang purpose niyan pagpunta rito, mag-investigate. Ginagawa na naman natin yung sarili nating investigation. Ang ating mga domestic institutions, nag-i-investigate na rin. So, bakit pa sila makikialam? So, pwede namang ang mindset ng Bureau of Immigration, undesirable yung papasok na yan. Hindi natin papapasukin yan. So, may discretion.
Walang kumbaga walang notice, walang hard instruction. So it's up to the BI under the DOJ to be the one to make that call. There's no written policy or a travel ban against ICC prosecutors.
Sa pagkakaalam ko, wala namang anything in writing na specifically stating na hindi makakapasok yung mga yan.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.